I'm going straight in. Recommend. I've now been given an iPad. I don't know what this is.
And those people actually were the six-dimensional entity known as Ra. I didn't expect it to be like this.
If you're new to our channel, we're Ben and Emily, and after 4 years living full-time on the UK canal network, we sold up, moved into our self-converted ex-ambulance camper Ronnie and our tiny narrowboat Rambler, freeing us up for more travels further afield. We are currently on a 6-week journey around Spain and Portugal. Good morning, folks. We are back in Spain. So yesterday we left that spot by the dam, drove over the border back into Spain, and we just wanted to find somewhere to stop for the night. We weren't really sure where we were going to go for the next few days before we head over to my dad's, but we decided to go to a place called Cordoba. It looks really beautiful. We don't really know too much about it, but we were just looking for a spot before there to stop for the night. We chose a random spot on Park for Night that was like one of the, it's like a symbol of a tree, so it kind of means that it's nature camping, I guess. We got here, it isn't really nature camping, it is by some houses and stuff, but it's also by a massive castle. On the way here, as we were driving up, the castle was lit up and it looked incredible. We aren't going to just rush off and go to Cordoba. We are going to go back up the hill in the van, park at the castle car park and walk and have a look around, because we can't not look around that. That is really cool. Morning.
Hello there.
What is this? We are in our coats and jumpers again.
It's cold today.
It is really cold. That's not the way. Actually, is it? Are you sure this is the way?
Nope. That's brilliant.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Hola.
Hi.
Is there someone in there?
Maybe.
Where are you from?
You're from England.
Where are you from?
England.
Ah, England. I am Rambler.
Who?
Okay.
Okay. You the green man?
Come on.
The green man?
Ah, yes. Do you like my castle?
Yes. It's lovely. Look at his eyes.
Thank you. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. I feel
Okay.
like I'm in an episode of The Mighty Boosh.
You can take a picture with me, no problem.
Can I sit on here? Yeah? Can I sit here?
Yes.
Don't grab me. Did not know there was someone in there. That made me jump so bad.
Almodovar Castle was built around 740 and is of Moorish origins. It was built on what was originally a Roman fort and was eventually won by the Christians, functioning as a fortress for hundreds of years. Although it fell to ruin in later years, its restoration began in the 19th century, led by owner at the time Don Rafael de Mézières. The result is the wonderfully kept castle we see today. There is a ghost story of a white lady in the dungeon of this castle, and a lot of other fascinating history. It's really worth doing some research to find out more if you're interested.
Hello, we are in Cordoba.
That's right, we got here yesterday. We arrived at a campsite just out of town, but here we are, we got the bus in, we've just arrived, and it's also Three Kings Day, which is like Spanish Christmas kind of thing, so a lot of things are closed today. So as soon as we saw a pastry shop, we headed to it just in case there weren't any more open.
We got off the bus at a really random point, just because we saw a pastry shop. You know what we're like. We saw there was some like spinach pastries, so we're going to have those later. They obviously had an array of sweet things as well, and I had to try the one that was called a farton.
You've got to try that one.
The farton was delicious. How was yours?
So was my long stick chocolate pastry.
So anyway, we're gonna have a look around. Like Benny says, I think a lot of stuff is closed today because of Reyes. We're gonna look at the architecture. We're gonna look at the beautiful buildings here. Kind of a short stop off, but yeah, let's go and have a look around.
Yeah, let's go look. Soon after we started looking around Cordoba, we came across this house which had been restored in a 14th century Moorish style.
If I had a house, I think I'd like it to look like this. That's great.
This is a scale model of one of the oldest paper factories in the Western world. The house itself was originally Roman, as these tiles in the basement show us.
Okay, so at the last place we paid €8 to go into two places. And now we're at the next place. I've now been given a blooming iPad. I don't know what this is. But it's beautiful. She said like alchemy or something.
Yeah, medicine, ancient medicine.
Well, hopefully this will tell us everything.
We're about to become a lot more informed.
The tree represents the life of the cosmos in all of its splendor, its growth, generation and regeneration, and heat.
This is a bit longer than I thought it was going to be. Just wanted to take a photo. What happened?
Just walked out here and this thing set on fire.
Oh, nice.
What on earth is that? It's spinning. It's like a flipping vortex, man. Need one of them in Rambler. Whilst in Spain, the Moors brought fresh inspiration and advancement into the realms of alchemy, which pioneered modern chemistry This exhibition celebrates some of their experiments, theories and discoveries. So here it says that legend has it many thousands of years ago, people came to the lands of Egypt from a distant world and taught them about lots of things, including alchemy. And those people actually were the six-dimensional entity known as Ra.
You're reading about him, aren't you?
Yes. Smith, the father of alchemy.
Okay, we're in El Rincon de Carmen, and we've got a lemonade each. Benny's got like a normal lemonade, and I've got a red berries one, and they're freshly made. They are incredible. They're so tasty. It's more like a smoothie, my one. I know that we've already had pastry today, but we've just gone past this place and it's like selling traditional tart from Cordoba, and it's called Pastel Cordobas. So I got the pistachio and white chocolate one. Look at that. It's got like white chocolate cream inside and then pistachio cream on top and then pistachios on top of that. So this is pudding. I'm going straight in. That's so good. Recommend. As delicious as that is, I think I need to eat that later because I'm full of salad and not at all hungry. So we're gonna walk through the streets and go and find the Roman bridge.
I think we expected it to be really quiet today.
Yeah.
Actually, it's super bustling and almost everywhere is open.
It's a really, really beautiful place.
Yeah.
Absolutely loving it. And the sun has come out.
As we walked the streets, we came across beautiful Moorish architecture. These are the walls of the Great Mosque of Cordoba, and they were like nothing we've seen before. We found the Roman bridge, which was originally built in the 1st century BC, but has been reconstructed at various times since. There are several old mills on this part of the river, but this one seems to have been taken over by cats.
Without a doubt, the figments dance, the puzzle prints, pieces parting and forgetting where they've been. Distant fable, all little.
We found a bar in a beautiful town square where we had a rest and quenched our thirst. We then started to make our way back to the campsite. New moon, new face.
What a great day. We've had a great day, haven't we, in Cordoba?
Yeah, it's been brilliant.
It's been absolutely
Great
brilliant.
place.
Highly, highly recommend coming here.
Yeah.
This was another one of our last minute decisions,
was.
and we're really, really glad we did.
It took us by surprise just how lovely, wonderful, picturesque it is here.
Yeah, it's amazing with all the sort of Arabic influences. Obviously there's a lot of history with the Moors in Spain, and yeah, I guess because we're in the south, maybe there's more of that here. I don't know. How's your funny little pastry spinach thing. So that's what we're having, a little dinner, those, and a little salad.
Yeah, nothing too heavy. Don't have a massive appetite after all today's lovely treats.
Well, good night guys, we're pretty tired. I think we're just going to play some Switch games and eat our dinner and go to bed. Because we did not sleep well last night because of the rain and the donkey that kept going off. It sounded like some sort of an alarm. Yeah, someone kept setting that donkey off. Good morning. So, my plan for today was to have a slightly healthier day. We've been eating a lot of bread and cheese recently, like on, you know, just because it's easy in the cab just to make a quick cheese sandwich. So I'm actually making some quinoa. That's what's bubbling away in the background there. We just had a knock on the door from the guy who owns the campsite, and he brought round a huge cake and said, did we want a slice? I was like, well, I'll have a little tiny bit. It's...
What on earth?
It's massive. This cream looks... Yeah, that's pure sugar.
He must have heard we were trying to be healthy and decided to put a spanner in the works.
It's like a huge... It's a slice of a huge, like, ring cake thing. There's so much cream in this. I feel like... I really did just want a little bit, but he was like, it's impossible to give you a small slice, so... It's so sweet. You know, we were saying last night how lovely this campsite is. If you ever come to Cordoba, you have to come and stay at this campsite if you're in a van. That's our healthy day out the window. We just had such a healthy breakfast of, this is Benny's remnants, corn cakes with almond butter, banana, honey and hemp seeds. And now we've got that. But yeah, they're so sweet. But yeah, I'm going to make a quinoa salad for lunch. To try and have a little bit less bread and cheese today.
It's like a sweet in the wrapper. It says Peter Pan. We noticed there's a bakery called Peter Pan there, so it's from the bakery that's literally there. So at least it's local.
There's the donkey.
He only went off once in the night, I think.
It's like an alarm.
The reason he's going around with this cake is because it was the Three Kings Day yesterday, Reyes, the Spanish special day for Christmas.
So that's why he's
So
giving out cake.
it's all very festive at the minute.
That's so sweet, isn't it?
It's incredibly kind.
Right, okay, I've made a massive quinoa. It's not really a salad, but it's got quinoa, courgette and tofu. I've made loads of hummus. So we just need to go and fill our water up and try and find some bins somewhere. And then we are going to carry on heading east towards the Costa Blanca. It's about a 7-hour drive, so I think we're going to do maybe half of it, maybe a bit more than half of it today. Find somewhere nice to park up, chill out for the night, and then do the rest tomorrow. Lunch is made for later. Okay, so we are off. We really need to get some fuel because we've nearly run out, and because we're back in Spain, hopefully it's going to be a lot cheaper because it's so expensive in Portugal. We're hoping that the garage just around the corner is quite cheap, so yeah, fingers crossed. But we've just had a couple of messages from our friends who are moored right near Rambler, and apparently it's snowed loads, so poor little Rambler is absolutely covered in snow. It's 139.9 here, so that is pretty good. Yeah, really, really happy with that price.
You did our lunch?
Yep.
Oh wow, thank you so much.
Okay, a bit healthier than cheese and bread.
Oh yes. Yeah, there's a bit more to that than cheese and bread.
Yep.
Definitely.
Oh, do you want some cucumber?
Yeah. Oh yes, gonna need some cucumber in there.
Okay, no worries. Wow, what a cool park up Benny found. So over there we can see the snowy Sierra Nevada. I think that's what it's called. And we're like surrounded by really interesting like rocky bits. And there's a dam just over there which we'll go and have a look at.
Should we go walk up there a bit and have a look?
Yeah, do you want to go have a look at the dam?
I'd like to.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, we're going to attempt to walk out onto that thing. Unfortunately, there's a gate, so we can't get out onto that bit, which makes sense really. I'm definitely not that sad about that. We'll just have to do with this view.
Nice to look at it. It's pretty incredible.
It's absolutely amazing.
Be good for paddleboarding.
Yeah. There's actually that building over there. It says Kayak, Pizza and Cafe. Obviously not open currently.
And on the other side, there's this very steep slope. It's quite dry on that side.
And on this side, there's a massive skate park. Morning, folks. It was a pretty quiet place, this, to sleep, but it was freezing. It was the coldest night we've had in so long. We're gonna head off now and head to my dad's, well, where my dad stays, which is kind of near Altea on the Costa Blanca coast of Spain. It's a 4-hour drive. So yeah, we're just gonna get there, and it's his birthday tomorrow, 65th birthday tomorrow, and then he's having a party on the Friday, which is the day after. So yeah, it's gonna be so nice to see him. Okay, we have actually stopped. We have a change of plan. We are stopping for the day at a place called Guadix because we just looked it up and it looks incredible. It is en route to where we're going today, but we'll just get there later tonight. Seems a shame to waste this sunny day, so yeah. But I am actually going to sit this one out because I need to edit a video. So Benny is going to take you around and have a look at this really interesting looking place. There are buildings that are built into the side of the rock. There's like cave houses. The town itself looks really beautiful. So have a great time, guys, and I'll see you later.
So here we are in Guadix. It was actually a wrong turn on the motorway that brought us here, but we did see how beautiful it was online. So it feels good to get to have a bit of a glimpse. We saw a few cave houses and buildings built into the rock from the motorway, but where I'm headed now I think is the heart of that idea of building into the stone. And hopefully there's going to be something really quite interesting and unique there. Found a bit of a viewing platform. You can get a better idea of the rock structures and the houses around, but I'm going to try and get a little bit closer.
Hello. What's up? What's up? Are you friendly? Yeah. Good boy. Go on, go find your daddy. No, not me. Bye-bye.
Well, my initial reaction is I didn't expect it to be like this. So I've just walked through what's almost like a normal suburb, except the houses are built into stone. They're sort of like deserty hobbit houses. It's like being in Hobbiton in the Sahara. And with the little old chimneys poking out the top. Some of them are half built, some of them are ruins, some of them just have pretty modern cars outside and big gates and seem like they're owned by quite well-off people. So yeah, it's an odd place. We didn't really know anything about it. Anyway, I've walked through the suburb and now I'm kind of just amongst the rocks and the hills, and it's got really warm, but it's quite an environment to suddenly be in. It's desolate but beautiful. It's like being in a scene from Star Wars or something. I've spotted what looks like caves that have been cut out of the rock. A few different ones. Much more primitive versions of the houses below. They call these troglodyte houses. And I think that's to do with them being like caveman houses. I feel like I've walked onto the set of Mos Eisley and those little guys with their hoods up are going to jump out at me any minute. But it's okay, I'm prepared. I know my Jedi skills. Oh wow. Yeah, somebody's definitely cut this out of the rock. But it looks like it's collapsed as well at some point. Oh wow, it goes through there as well. The thing is, the ground here and the rock almost seem quite clayey. So it seems really soft. There's cracks in the soil and there's cracks in the face of the rock there. I've got a good view of another cave house just there. And I think the difference here, maybe why this has been left and abandoned, is because this is south facing, or it's in shade a lot of the time and it's probably really damp, and I think it's just going to collapse. Like that seems like if you were here when it was raining, it could collapse in on you. Although I imagine that they do actually put supports in to the caves to keep them safe. But a lot of the cave houses actually only have a bit of rock over the top of them, whereas this one is sort of under a bit of a mountain. So yeah, might not move into this one anytime soon. I like the idea though. In this age of expensive housing, maybe the answer is to get a cave house, build it yourself. Is it that much different from fitting out a boat or a shepherd's hut? This has got me thinking. I am of course just guessing that they've been cut out of the rock by people. It could be that they just naturally collapse in on themselves like that, but some of them do look more man-made than others. And I'm sure that it's most probably the case that you can't just claim a cave, say it's mine and live there, can you? I don't know. Have to find somebody to ask about that. Well, it's safe to say that this place is pretty crazy. I just keep finding more houses carved into the rock here. They're like tiny, tiny little rooms. They're even painted. Someone's tried to paint them white on the inside, but when I looked in, had like a really sort of gloopy floor, like the rain had got in. And as I've walked down here as well, there's a huge crack running the whole length of this area. Yeah, there's like litter in some of them where people have had fires and bottles and cigarette packets and stuff. So I don't know how much living these places got. And you can actually see where a new door has started to be carved on one of these buildings. I've actually just seen a finished house with outside walls that's whitewashed, and they've put their own plants in. It's not attached to a road, but it does have electricity running to it. Emily and I have often enjoyed exploring caves, and I guess we might question, why is that so fascinating? I think it's just the prospect of living in a way that's so unusual and outside of the ordinary. This has been fascinating. I've also seen a very large footprint in the ground, and I don't want any strange wild creature jumping out at me whilst I'm here all alone and my imagination is running away with me. Well, it's time to leave this deserty ghost town building site and head back into town. I'm back!
Is you have a nice time?
Yes, yes.
Perfect timing, I'm just making some lunch.
Fantastic news. Okay, continue. Continue onwards.
Look who we found!
We finally arrived at Emily's dad's and spent the next week visiting some beautiful places with him and celebrating his 65th birthday. That's all for this episode. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.